Which animal is the most dangerous on the savanna? The lion, the hyena, or a creature just over 14 feet long with no claws at all? This is the Black Mamba, a snake capable of bringing down a young elephant with a single bite. In this video, you'll witness how its venom sets off an unexpected chain reaction, affecting buffalo, lions, even hyenas. It all begins with one tiny mistake and ends with a brutal lesson in survival. Black Mamba, silent strike that triggered a deadly chain. The Black Mamba is Africa's longest venomous snake, reaching up to 14 feet, 4.3 meters, and weighing around 3.5 pounds, 1.6 kilograms. It isn't as bulky as a python, nor as majestic as the king cobra, but it's one of the fastest snakes on Earth, capable of slithering at 12 miles per hour, nearly 20 kilometers per hour. It doesn't hunt for conflict, but when threatened, one bite can inject up to 120 milligrams of dendrotoxin, a powerful neurotoxin that attacks the central nervous system, paralyzing the diaphragm and causing death within 20 minutes if untreated. And then, under the scorching midday sun, a disaster begins. A herd of African buffalo, each weighing around 1,500 pounds, over 680 kilograms, grazes across the dry savanna. One adult accidentally steps on the dried grass that conceals a hidden Black Mamba. With the reflex of a biological spring, the snake strikes, biting the buffalo's leg, then vanishes as if it were never there. The bite is small, but the dendrotoxin is already at work, blocking potassium ion channels in the neurons, cutting off the brain's ability to command the muscles. The buffalo trembles, staggers, then collapses. No sound, no blood, only silence. A clean, quiet death, triggered by a seemingly harmless step. From this moment, a deadly chain reaction begins. A dominant male lion catches the scent of a buffalo carcass. To him, it's an easy opportunity. Energy saved, a full belly gained. But before long, a clan of spotted hyenas arrives. They are fast, numerous, and bold, employing classic mobbing tactics: encircle, bite, and harass to break the lion's control. Neither party realizes the meat is contaminated. Each bite, each drop of blood, still contains active dendrotoxin, potent neurotoxin that remains lethal if the tissue hasn't fully decomposed. This isn't just a clash over food, it's an unconscious race with death. After devouring a large portion of buffalo meat, the lion begins to stagger. Its breath turns shallow, eyes dull. Then it collapses. Though never bitten directly, the venom laced within the flesh has taken effect, absorbed through the digestive system, infiltrating the bloodstream via the stomach lining. Dantrolene begins to shut down respiratory muscles, cutting off communication between the brain and vital motor functions. The heart slows, breathing halts, and the king falls, not to claws or teeth, but to a bite delivered hours before to a different animal. As the lion collapses, the hyenas return. One approaches the remains, unaware that a hidden threat still lingers within the flesh. In nature, a single bite from a snake like the Black Mamba can leave behind residual venom in muscle tissue. Even minutes after the encounter, traces of that toxin may still pose a danger, not through the wound, but through ingestion. Soon, subtle changes begin to appear. Tremors, staggering steps. For biologists, this represents one of nature's rare chain reactions, a delayed consequence triggered by a single strike, extending far beyond the initial moment of conflict.
A black mamba bite can kill a hyena in a matter of hours.
In the wild, there are battles not meant for the faint of heart. The Black Mamba is not invincible, and nature has given it a natural nemesis, the mongoose. This small mammal, barely 2 feet long and weighing less than 4 pounds, possesses extraordinary reflexes, remarkable agility, and a rare resistance to neurotoxic venom. When facing a mamba, the mongoose doesn't panic. It watches, waits. Dodges lightning-fast strikes, then counters with a single bite to the head, targeting the snake's central nervous system. One clean attack, and the chain of death is over. In nature, there is no absolute champion. Only creatures that survive through precision, instinct, and adaptation. Beneath the searing sun of the African dry plains, a few lion cubs take their first cautious steps into the unknown. Around them, the rustling grass conceals not just life, but danger. Coiled among the brittle blades lies a spitting cobra, a defensive snake capable of projecting venom with pinpoint precision. Aiming directly for the eyes. As one curious cub ventures too close, the cobra lifts its hood, tilts its head, and fires. The cubs recoil, blinking in pain, their instincts awakened. Then the mother appears. She doesn't strike. She simply stands between her young and the threat. No bites, no blood, just a silent retreat, and a lesson carved deep into the memory of a future king. In the wild, knowing when to stop is survival itself. In this arid wilderness, survival hinges not only on strength, but on timing, instinct, and respect. For the cobra, retreat is not failure, it is strategy. For the monitor lizard, holding its ground is not defiance, it is a matter of survival. There are no heroes or villains here, only two ancient reptiles, shaped by evolution, testing the boundaries of their existence. And as the sun scorches the land once more, both disappear into the dust. Warriors of a wild world, where every encounter is a lesson etched into instinct. The Black Mamba never intended to unleash disaster. It only did what instinct demands: defend itself. And when the mongoose, a small but naturally resistant predator, appears, it doesn't just fight the snake. It disrupts the entire chain reaction of biological consequences. Nature reclaims its balance, because in the wild, no creature is untouchable. Only instincts, speed, and adaptability connect the living in a fragile web of survival. If you found meaning in this story, from a single bite to a cascading chain of life or death reactions, drop a like, subscribe, and turn on the bell to follow more journeys into nature's raw truths, where science, instinct, and survival collide.